It's called the Sony HT-A9, and it's aimed at those looking for a better sound solution than a traditional soundbar, but not yet ready to spend a lot of cash on an all-out home theater system. It consists of a tiny receiver and just 4 speakers. If you go by its actual channels, the A9 is just a 4.0.4 surround system. However, it uses Sony's new proprietary 360 spatial audio and mapping to give you a virtual 12-channel surround sound experience. And I must say, it does so remarkably well. The receiver itself is surprisingly quite small. It features an HDMI input and an HDMI out compatible with ARC and EARC, a USB port to install updates you've downloaded, but you can also update in the A9's menu system much easier, a LAN port to connect to the internet if you prefer a cable connection, but of course you can connect using Wi-Fi as well, and a S-Center out port, which allows you to connect the A9 to Sony compatible TVs and use it as a center speaker. I don't have a Sony TV, unfortunately. I'm using an LG C9 OLED, but this feature does have mixed reviews, with some people really liking it and claiming it sounds great, and others saying they just prefer to use the A9 with its phantom center speaker, as these Sony TV speakers just can't even compete with the amazing sound quality the A9 can produce. The A9 supports Dolby Atmos, DTS:X, legacy surround formats, and high-res audio, either wired or wirelessly. The receiver can pass through 8K and 4K 120 signals and supports Dolby Vision, HDR, and HLG. It also supports Alexa, Google Assistant, AirPlay 2, Spotify, Bluetooth, and Wi-Fi. Each of the 4 speakers have a soft dome tweeter mated to a mid-bass driver, but also have an upward firing driver. Each speaker is powered using Sony's own digital amplifier tech, and they connect wirelessly to the receiver. There are 12 amplifiers in the A9, giving it a total of 504 watts of power. Sadly, the A9 does not come with a subwoofer, but you can purchase either the SW3 or the larger SW5 separately, with most preferring the SW5 with its clear, heavy-hitting movie theater-like bass. If you live in an apartment like I do and don't want to have neighbors complaining all the time, you may choose not to use a subwoofer. The A9 sounds amazing without one and does have some bass to it, but not that big oomph a subwoofer can produce. The setup is quite simple, and the great thing about the A9 compared to other theater setups is its flexible layout, where you don't have to place the speakers in the traditional home theater style. You are able to place the speakers pretty much anywhere they are convenient for you. When turning on the A9 for the very first time, you are greeted with an easy to follow setup procedure, and I must say, Sony has done a great job with this menu system. The setup only takes a couple of minutes, and it's required to get the best out of the system, so don't skip it. During this procedure, don't make any loud noises or walk around, as each speaker will make some loud noises and use its microphones to analyze and map out your room to bring you a perfect 360 audio bubble. Once the setup is complete, you are treated with a demo of Sony's 360 spatial sound audio. And let me tell you right now, wow, the immersion is just pure amazing, with sound flowing literally all around you. With the A9's remote, you are able to change some of the sound settings to enhance your audio experience. My remote's in Japanese because, well, I'm here in Japan, and my A9 is a Japanese version. But I'll show an English remote for examples. Using the auto sound, the A9 will use its AI to detect your audio content to give you the best sound experience. Voice will enhance the vocals being spoken to make them louder and more clear. Night will lower the volume and bass to make the system more quiet to watch while others may be sleeping. Cinema is the best setting for movies and makes the experience like an IMAX theater. Music, of course, is best while listening to music. And standard will just keep the sound unequalized. But the magic is the immersive AE, which will activate the 360 spatial audio, giving any audio 360 surround sound. You can also adjust the rear surround sound effects and adjust the bass levels. The sound quality of this system is just truly amazing, and let me tell you right now, no soundbars can even compare to the audio quality and pure immersion of this system. Popping in some Dolby Atmos demo disc, and I was blown away by the 360 sound bubble the A9 puts you in. Listening to the helicopter demo, it truly felt like the helicopter was right above me, flying in a circle. The encounter made it feel like a UFO is coming down and landing right near me. Santeria is an awesome experience with animal sounds all around you. But my favorite is definitely Leaf, as you can hear birds chirping, insects making noise, and the sound of wind blowing all around you. I swear, if you close your eyes and have a fan blowing on you, you could trick your mind into really thinking you are sitting in the middle of a forest. It truly is that immersive. What about movies, you might be asking? Well, that all depends, of course, on the movie's audio track. Movies that contain a great Dolby Atmos audio track sound exceptional. For instance, the first race in Ready Player One will leave you in awe, especially on the A9, with sounds and explosions coming from all around you and above. When Kong comes out roaring and slamming his fist destroying things, I literally jumped and felt as if I'm actually there. Watching John Wick 2, bullets sounded like they were flying right by my head. I could hear ricochets all around me. There was actually one scene where a bullet ricochets in the underground to the back left side of me that scared the living crap out of me because I truly thought something in my apartment had fell down. And my favorite part of the movie, the outdoor club scene, was pumping with plenty of bass. And keep in mind, I'm not even using a subwoofer. While watching Bohemian Rhapsody during the Live Aid concert, the immersion and 360 audio was so dang good, I truly felt like I was there, in front of the stage, and people were all around me. And watching Mad Max Fury Road was a pure joy fest on the A9. Right at the beginning of the movie, when Max is hearing voices, they are literally all around you. If you close your eyes and just listen, it's kind of creepy, and you feel like they're actually there with you. And even though I'm not using a subwoofer, explosions sounded loud with plenty of bass throughout the movie.
Here they come again, worming their way into the black matter of my brain. You promised to help us. I tell myself, they cannot touch me. They are long dead.
But it was while watching 2012 that my mouth literally dropped at just how great the A9 truly is. Each time helicopters were flying in this movie, they sounded like they were directly over my head. I don't know how many times I found myself shutting off the system to see if I was actually hearing noises coming in from outside. There is a lot of action in this movie and sounds coming at you from all directions. If you have an A9 already or planning to get one, definitely watch this movie.
Hang on! Go faster! I'm trying!
Even watching movies with 5.1 or just 2.1 sound, the A9 will convert it, making it sound much better with 360 spatial audio. Now I know, some of you are thinking, oh come on, you're just over-exaggerating. There is no way a 4-speaker system can sound as good as other soundbars or home theater systems on the market. Well, I'm not exaggerating at all. With Sony's 360 spatial audio, it really does sound that amazing, and it has surround sound all around you. But just don't take my word for it. Put on some headphones right now and take a listen to this demo of just how good Sony's 360 spatial audio truly is.
73 miles downrange, 47.9.
If you enjoy playing video games and have an Xbox or a PlayStation 5, let me tell you right now that you have never ever experienced the amazing sound quality they can produce until you play them using an A9. The first time I played Forza Horizon 5, I was literally blown away at how great the sound is. The large plane flying overhead really sounded like it was flying above me, and when you drive around the Horizon party, the music being played at the event actually moves accurately around you. It's a really cool experience. The Ascent sounds really good on the A9 as well, with bullets whizzing around you and big explosions everywhere. You can hear background noises and sounds that you can't hear on regular TV speakers or other theater systems. And not only that, the soundtrack in this game just pumps on the A9. But definitely the best sounding game I've played on the Xbox Series X, hands down, has to be Star Wars Battlefront. For an older game, the sound on this is just extraordinary. I've been playing this game for years using just the sound through my TV speakers or my old Bose 321 system, but the A9 brought this game to a whole new level of immersion with sounds literally flowing all around me, laser blasts flying by me, and when a grenade goes off, holy crap is the bass deep and loud. I can feel it shaking throughout my body, and remember, once again, I'm not even using a subwoofer. Playing Astro's Playroom on PlayStation 5 sounded amazing as well. Even though the PlayStation 5 doesn't have Dolby Atmos for games, it's outputting in 7.1 channel 3D audio, and it sounded just as good as my Xbox Series X did. I could hear noises coming from behind me, around me, and even above me. And Resident Evil Village on PlayStation 5 was just downright scary using the A9. It was able to produce sounds that I have never heard on my TV. Creaks all around me, behind me, blood dripping from the roof above me down to the floor, and monsters sneaking up behind me. It really brought this game more to life than just playing it and hearing the sound from my regular TV speakers. So, the Sony HT-A9 is great for movies and games, but what about listening to music? Does it sound good? Well, yes, it sounds great, and using AI and its digital sound enhancement engine, it will upscale your compressed digital music files in real time for a more richer, clear sound.
Bring on the storm, let it rain, let it snow. Got a little bit of love, oh, to keep us dry. From the other side.
And if you have Apple Music, Spotify, Amazon Music, or use Sony 360 audio, you can experience crystal clear 360 surround audio that will immerse you in your music like you have never experienced before. Alright, so the A9 is easy to set up, It has a flexible layout where you don't have to place the speakers at the same height or perfectly in line like other surround systems. It only has 4 speakers, and the receiver itself is quite small, yet it has 504 watts of power and simulates a 12-channel surround system very well. It is a bit expensive, $1,800 US, and another $400 for the SW3 or $700 for the SW5 subwoofer. Yet it's still a lot cheaper than buying everything for a 12-channel surround system. But does it have any issues? Well, yes. For quite a while, numerous customers were complaining about audio dropouts while watching movies or listening to music. All of a sudden, the audio would suddenly drop out for maybe a second or two and then become normal again. However, it would do this throughout a movie a couple of times, making it pretty annoying. I myself often had this happen, but not too much. Luckily though, Sony has released an update that seems to have fixed this problem, and people are reporting that they're not getting dropouts anymore. Since I updated, I also haven't experienced it either. However, if you have an A9 or getting one soon, if you update and still have occasional audio dropouts, you can go into the settings menu, go into advanced settings, then speaker settings, then wireless speaker settings, and scroll down to RF channel. Click it off and then click it back on. This will check the speaker's wireless connection and optimizes the speaker so that you won't have dropouts in sound anymore. The process will take just about a minute. If by chance you have a speaker not connecting or working, try pressing the power button off and then cutting it back on. It's located on the bottom of the speaker. Then press the link button. This should solve the problem for you. So there you have it. That's my review of the Sony HT-A9. Would I recommend it for others looking for a home theater system? Oh hell yes. I have owned mine now for a little over a month, and it has opened a whole new world of immersion when I watch my movies. The sound is like nothing I've ever heard before from any home theater system. I bought it to replace my old Bose 321 system, and the A9 easily blows it away. I have zero regrets about spending the money and buying this system. My wife also loves it, and she's not even into surround home theater systems. However though, she does wish I'd stop watching movies all the time and help clean up the apartment every now and then. I recently bought some Iono speaker stands from Amazon that also look and work great for this system. So do you own the A9 or thinking about getting one soon? Did this review help you? Let me know in the comment section down below, and be sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel, as I will be making more videos soon, reviewing 4K movies with the best Dolby Atmos sound to watch on the A9 system, and the scenes that have the best surround and above sound effects. I also will be reviewing games with the best surround sound effects, so stay tuned, and thank you guys for watching.